Dave Rice. I'm the CEO for TrueCloud. Approximately 35 years in the industry. The most recent experience in the last 10 years, I worked for a Fortune 500 company. I was the Global Chief Information Officer.
So Dave, just describe for me what cloud computing is and maybe contrast it with hosting, because I know sometimes that gets confused.
So John, cloud computing basically is the phenomena that is moving a whole range of traditional IT services up into the public network, if you will. In other words, because web-related or web-enabled applications have become so much more reliable, so much more maintainable, the reality is there are now, for example, the most prominent is software publishers, and what we've heard in relationship to that, software as a service, for example. Software publishers are now making their product available by way of the internet, as opposed to selling licenses to install products on people's servers that actually reside on premises in their company inside a server room. Now this is different than hosting. So what I'm talking about by a cloud-based offering is not the same as hosting, in the sense that you're actually talking about applications that have been engineered with the intent for a lot of coexistence or cohabitation between lots and lots of customers. And it's really through this framework or through this engineered outcome that it makes it possible for the software publishers like a NetSuite to be able to make such a cost-effective offering on their product and be able to charge it by the seat. So what customers are getting is a world-class offering, meaning a data center that sits behind the software offering that resides in the cloud. That data center provides all of the traditional kinds of services in the form of servers and environmentals and maintainability from a data center perspective that you would expect to get from a hosted service, but at the same time, the software, the application itself, has been specifically engineered to be able to be made available over the web with high degree of performance, high degree of reliability, a great deal of compatibility such that customers can cohabitate on that same environment and be able to take advantage of that service. So the products that are coming on the marketplace, specifically targeted to help small and mid-sized businesses avoid, if you will, those cycles of massive investment in IT. And so at TrueCloud, what we're interested in is sort of harnessing those technologies, in other words, putting them together, whether they be systems for, in order to run your entire business like NetSuite, whether they involve systems to address your voice and data requirements, like telephone systems. Okay. We're looking at components around video conferencing, and all essentially having those same properties, which are very little IT in the form of platform or kit or servers. So the physical presence, it's substantially diminished. We're looking for products that have those characteristics, as well as the responsibility for having to provide substantial maintenance resources to look after those environments. And the idea here is that the experiences that we have had prior to the formation of TrueCloud make it possible for us to do the planning and the strategizing and the looking at the sets of products that are available nowadays to the smaller owner-operator, and putting that together, if you will, in a collective offering, a complementary offering that actually can spawn the growth that a small business is looking for, without the need for them to ever have to become, if you will, IT experts themselves, or have to go acquire that expertise in order to be able to have a great IT capability to run their business. The more that small owner-operators understand that this is really an affordable proposition for them, and this is something that they can get onto very early in their cycle. They don't need to wait necessarily until they reach a stage where they've made some unfortunate decisions that we talked about earlier at those islands of technology, that this is something that actually is affordable enough for them to be able to make that adjustment to using a NetSuite early on in the cycle and avoid a lot of this chaos or turmoil or frustration or keeping them awake at nights, the owner-operators, as it were.
Well, Dave, thanks for spending time with me and helping me understand TrueCloud and NetSuite. Appreciate it.
Great. Thanks, John.